Let's do some graphing today. I'll do 2 with you, and then you will do 2 on your own. You will be converting equations into slope-intercept form. I'm going to have you do both of these at the top on your own. We're going to do 3 and 4 on our own. And just as a reminder, this is slope-intercept form. So I need the y on the left and everything else on the right. Let's start with number 3. Pardon the scratches on the paper. I was originally writing the equation here, and then I realized I didn't have enough space, and so I erased it, but my eraser broke through, and then the cap of the pencil sort of scratched the paper. It doesn't go away. That's okay. Won't hurt anything. I'm going to convert these into y-intercept form. I will start by copying this equation. 3y minus 2x equals 9. I want to have the y term all by itself. The first thing I need to do is get anything else on the right side and the y on the left. Thankfully, the y is already on the left, so I don't have to worry about that. But I've got an x on the left. I don't want that there. So the opposite, we'll get rid of it. The opposite of negative 2x is positive 2x. So that eliminates that. So now I'm left with 3y equals, I have 2 different terms. I can't put the 2x with the 9. Do the variable term first, so I'll do 2x plus 9. Now I have the y all by itself on that side, but it's got a coefficient, so I need to get rid of the coefficient. So I have just the y. The opposite of times 3 is divided by 3, so I will divide both sides by 3. Now I have the y all by itself, totally. Y equals, I'm going to separate the terms. 2x divided by 3 plus 9 divided by 3. Getting there, almost there. Now, for the next step, I'm going to pull that x out and make it 2/3 x plus 9 divided by 3 is 3. The first equation for number 3 is y equals 2x plus 3. Right here. Y equals 2x plus 3. Let me just go ahead and do the other equation, and then we'll graph the 2. Let me copy down what I have for number 4. 4y minus x equals 0. Ooh. First thing I need to do is to get the whole y term on the left side, because in the slope-intercept form, the y is all by itself on the left. Right now, the x is on the left. I need it to move away. So I'll do the opposite. Opposite of minus x is plus x. That cancels out, and so I have 4y equals, got x. I can put plus 0 or leave it. If you have nothing, just leave it blank. So I have 4y equals x. Interesting. Now, I need to isolate just the y. So the opposite of times 4 is divided by 4. That cancels out, so I have y equals x over 4. But I want to pull that x out, because this technically is not how you write the slope. So the next time I'm going to pull that x out here, and since 4 is on the bottom, I got to have 1 on the top. Y equals 1/4 x. No y-intercept. Okay. Or actually, there's a y-intercept. It's 0. Now let's begin our graphing. All right, so our y-intercept is 3. You've got to do the y-intercept first. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't help to know the slope if you don't have a point to start with. Then we'll do the slope of 2. When you write a slope of 2 is up 2 over 1. So, start at my point, I go up 2 over 1. Now, I can draw my line. See how if I can get it straight enough. Yep, there you go. The slope for number 4, I guess I didn't write it, is y equals 1/4 x. So there's no number for the y-intercept, or I could put the number. It's the same. This is maybe accurate because that you do plot 0. 0, 0 is where you plot your point. So maybe it is more accurate to put +0. It's just that in a typical equation you wouldn't put that. And you don't have to put it now. But if it helps, put it. Because you do need to put a point at 0. It does cross the y-axis at 0, so I can see the benefit of putting that there. The slope is 1/4. That means up 1 over 4. So I go up 1 and then to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. And that is your line for number 4. On 1 and 2, remember you're going to solve for y. Y equals, it's going to be something like that. And both of them you've got a negative 2x here and a positive 2x here on this side. So on this one you'll need to add 2x to get it on this side, and this one you'll need to subtract 2x to get it over here, and then solve for y. And the nice thing is both of those are already just 1. They're just y. Whereas this was 3y and this was 4y, and so we had to divide. You have fewer steps.